What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of GH. I get where Gio coming from. I do. I get that he's still in a slump about this whole big reveal about Dante and BOQ. I understand that. He feels like his whole life is a lie and they took so much from him. That's just how he feels. But I don't agree with him dropping college. You know what I'm saying? Because he wants to blame them for his loss, for him not loving music right now. He wants to put that off on them. Like, oh, they took that away from me too. No. If he quits school and stops doing music, he took it away from himself, in my opinion. I get where he's coming from. I understand it. But you cannot blame them for you wanting to quit school and stop doing music. That's on you. That's not on them. That's a choice you're making. And I'm glad Emma was there to talk him off the ledge for the moment and let him know, like, yo, you need to think about that because you are acting out in the moment. You know what I mean? You're making big decisions in the heat of the moment. At least wait until the fall and see how you feel a couple months from now. Wait until September comes when school comes back and see how you feel then, because you may change your mind. And then, if you make the decision now, you'll change your mind later and it'll be too damn late. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, it ain't never too late to go back to school, but still, it's like, give it some thought. Give it some real thought and consideration. Because music has been that boy's life. And, I understand where he's coming from, but at the end of the day, Camilla was still his mother in every way that counted. She still taught him music, and he still has those memories with her, and those memories are not a lie. She really did genuinely, I believe, care about that boy. And she really raised him as her own child. Doesn't matter what DNA says. Does not matter. So he really needs to pump his brakes on this decision. That's a huge choice to make. That's why I'm glad that he has Emma in his corner, because she could talk him down. She could, get in his ear and just let him know, like, no, just be real with him and let him know about himself when he needs that reassurance and he needs to know that he's making a foolish choice. She's there to talk him off that ledge because, you need somebody like that in your life. Somebody who's not going to be a yes man or a yes woman or whatever. You need somebody who's going to stand up and let you know, all right, you're making a fool decision right now. You need to think. So thank God for her. But, she also wants to help him find that passion because maybe, he wants to find a new passion. She was like, cool, well, you did offer to help me with my little situation. She said, well, you can help me try to break into this man's lab. Emma is crazy. This fool really just said, you think Sonny will teach us how to do illegal things? Girl, no. Emma done lost her damn mind. No, Sonny ain't gonna teach you how to do illegal stuff. Even if it is for a good cause. No. Why would he do that? Hell no. No. Is that a new cafe that they were in? Because it seemed like that's new. I don't remember seeing that set before. It looked new. But yeah, Emma is tripping. I'm like, girl, you better figure out how to get in that lab without calling Sonny. He got bigger fish to fry right now. That man is all over the place. He getting accused. This whole episode just felt like 95% of the cast was just accusing Sonny of shit. All these characters just Sonny this, Sonny this, Sonny this, Sonny that. Here we go again. How many times have we heard this same song and dance? Whenever somebody gets shot up, blown up, kidnapped, everybody comes out the woodwork to put the blame on one person, Sonny Corinthos. When is the fucking blame ever going to go on Jason Morgan? Does Jason not work for him or with him? Is he not an enforcer? Does he not take people out too? Does he not have enemies, the same enemies as Sonny? Like, are we just excluding Jason from the bullshit? I just want to know. Like, why is everything Sonny this, Sonny that? It's never, oh, we got to take out Sonny and Jason. It's always just Sonny. Like, that's some crazy talk. Like, that is crazy as hell. Everything is just Sonny this, Sonny that. I'm like, it's exhausting. It is. It's really exhausting. But Sonny's on the warpath his damn self because he knows Sidwell did this. He know it. It makes sense. He knows Sidwell has something to do with this mess. He may not be able to put full proof on it, but he know it. Because ever since Sidwell came to town, there's been fires. It's just bad things have been happening since that man came to town. And Sonny's not that dumb. You know, like the writing is on the wall. Clearly, this man is a problem. And Sonny didn't give a damn. He told Jason straight up because Jason was like, well, Marco did save Christina. So, you know, Sonny was like, okay. He was like, I'm not about to spare that boy because he, you know, out of some type of gratitude or whatever, for an act of gratitude. He said, I'm not about to spare him. He says, so be it. If I got to take him out because of his father, so be it. Eye for eye at this point. Jason said, fuck it. We gotta do what we gotta do. It looked like Miss Wu is back in action. I was so disappointed with her return because Sidwell really is trying to put this fire off on her. Like, he really trying to blame her for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, he set her up to look like the one that try to, you know, burn down Charlie's and stuff. Talking about, oh, it was two of her men that did it, and basically letting her know even if she go to Sonny and try to explain, Sonny wouldn't even give her a chance to explain, because if Sonny did any more digging, he would see the moves that she make that will corroborate the theory that she trying to take him out. So I'm like, damn, he just setting you up on all fronts. Like, what moves were you allegedly making? Because let's be for real, I love Miss Wu down. Like, I love that woman to pieces. And if I had to see somebody take over for Sonny when he's done, it would be her. Like, I'm just saying, I like her style. But let's be for real. Miss Wu is loyal to Miss Wu, first and foremost. Do I think she tried to keep the peace with Sonny? You know what I'm saying? Yes, absolutely. It makes sense for her to work side by side with Sonny, or to be an ally to him, so to speak. But let's not be delusional here. If an opportunity presented itself for her to take control, oh, she would take it. Absolutely. That's just business 101. You know what I mean? Like, he's an ally for the moment. Sonny's an ally at this very moment, yes. But if she really got that great opportunity to take him down and take complete control, hell yeah, she would. I ain't like the way Sidwell was talking to her, though. Like, basically letting her know, oh, you need to leave town. And, you know, when you come back to town, with my permission, basically, is what he was trying to say. Like, with my blessing, basically saying you gotta get my permission. I say, oh, hell no. Miss Wood's a very crafty person to me. Like, she's very sneaky. And I feel like she's that type of person. She gonna bide her time and just wait. You know what I'm saying? She gonna wait for that perfect moment to strike. Because she's not a strike now kind of person. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not dumb. She seems like a very calculated thinker. I just hate that, you know, she had to be played out by Sidwell of all people. Because Sidwell think he's so damn smart, like he five moves ahead. Yeah, but you're going to make a mistake, though. You're going to get a little too cocky. And that's where mistakes happen, and you're going to get fucked up. Because better men have tried to take Sonny down and have failed. More dangerous of men. So now they trying to figure out who killed Natalia at this point, because Marco is believing that it was Sonny. Like, he believed foul play was involved in this. And so they trying to ask Liz all these questions. Like, you know, Lucas was like, oh, do you think, like, in your expertise, like, it was foul play? Liz was like, listen, from what I've seen, it doesn't look violent. Like, nothing violent happened, but we're not going to know for sure until the autopsy come back, because even Isaiah told them that. But the evidence is not looking good for Sonny, because now they got the Metro Court footage that shows his bodyguard talking with Natalia, plus they know that Natalia came to the christening and her and Sonny had words. So it's not looking good. You know, Natalia's death is going to have a ripple effect on Sonny at this point, because now the cops are on his ass. You know, they want to take him down to the precinct, ask questions, because it's just not looking good. From, you know, like an optics point of view, it's not good. So Sonny gonna have to come up with some shit. And he's getting hit from every side at this point. You got Sidwell, Marco trying to take him down. You got Alexis blaming him for what happened to Christina. Now Jocelyn talking about back on her bullshit. She on her I can't stand Sonny rant. Jocelyn is so annoying to me, because her godfather is Jason of all people, but she never holds Jason accountable for anything he does. Like, he's in the same business as Sonny, but yet she never blames Jason for anything. It's always Sonny, 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 Sonny. It's never Jason, which is weird. So she basically told Vaughn that that's a big part of why she wanted to be a WSB, so she could climb the ranks and take Sonny down herself. Yeah, good luck with that one. Jocelyn's a big ass hypocrite too, because she used to flex and use Sonny's name whenever it benefited her. Like, whenever she wanted to, oh, you know who my stepdad is? Like, I remember them days. Always bringing his name up. She knew exactly what that man did for a living. You knew. And now that it doesn't suit your particular need anymore, now you want to sit there and use that same thing that you used as a privilege. You want to use it against them as a weapon. Jocelyn is ridiculous. I don't even care about her and Vaughn potentially becoming a couple and them kissing because they're boring as shit. I just feel like most of her relationships are boring. Like, Jocelyn hasn't really had one pairing that I liked besides Cameron. And even that was, fickle. But all her pairings so far have just been dry. And I don't see Vaughn as anything different. Like, we know next to nothing about him. And now they want to bust slob, and I could care less. All her romantic relationships, I could literally give a damn about. They don't give her nobody good. Her relationships are just dry as toast. So anyway, moving on from that. They still want to praise Marco as a hero because, Alexis was like, yeah, thank God Marco was there. And I'm like, girl, your daughter could have went out the back door. She didn't need rescuing. Like, seriously. She could have used them 2 little hooves and walked her ass out the back. But no, she wanted to stay there and watch a fire and make s'mores and, sit here and roast marshmallows and shit while the place burning to the ground. Like, girl, you should have stopped, dropped, and rolled your ass out that back door. I'm so sick and tired of them saying Marco's the hero. He wasn't no hero shit. Hero nothing. Your daughter could have been her own damn hero. She had some sense. But clearly she lacks that. On top of a plethora of other things like accountability. Like they always say, common sense ain't always so damn common with people, I guess. But I felt bad for Alexis in that moment when she went to go fill out the paperwork for Christina. I felt bad because she was having flashbacks to doing that for Sam, And I'm glad the nurse was just like, listen, I could fill out the rest of that for you, because that is sad, on the verge of losing one, you lost one daughter, you're on the verge of losing another one. It's just, especially coming up on a year of the anniversary of your daughter's death, like, that's a lot. So I get where Alexis is coming from, but to sit there and keep blaming Sonny for everything is ridiculous. You sat there and had a baby by him. Nobody told you to have sex with that man. You know what he is. So to sit there and blame him for it is a bit ludicrous at this stage. But she was happy to see Molly and Christina, getting along and stuff. But we all know that's not going to last long once that truth come out. But it was nice to see them getting along for the moment, but it's definitely not going to last. Like, we all know that. So anyway, moving on from that. Tracy was on one. Tracy was fucking on one. Tracy didn't give a damn. Tracy was like, listen, we gonna take that evidence. We gonna turn Sonny ass in with that. She said, we are not playing. We gonna turn him in. BLQ was like, no, I can't do that. He's family, basically family. And he's the only one that Gio trusts right now. Tracy didn't care. Tracy was like, listen, that man done destroyed this family. She was like, I'm not letting them take not a near another cue from this family. I don't care who get mad about it. Tracy was like, no, we should have never let him invest in the company in the first place. And I agree with Tracy. Absolutely not. You should have never took no money from Sonny, because everybody know, even though he got legit businesses, getting involved with Sonny in business or otherwise is not good. Something bound to come back on you because you're doing business with him or you're in his life in a personal, capacity. Any capacity that you are dealing with Sonny is not going to benefit you in the long haul. And they should have listened to Tracy when she told them not to let him invest. Like, she was against it. That's why I wish that Tracy would have flexed her power and just shut it down, because she is the majority owner. And she's hoping that by turning that information over, that deception would just get a slap on the wrist and it wouldn't, bankrupt the company. Because if that information comes out publicly in a different way, it could fuck the company up. It could have very bad consequences for that company. So of course, Chase was letting them know about what happened with the fire and Natalia being dead and stuff. So that pretty much fueled Tracy even more. She was like, yeah, we gotta get rid of Sonny ass. She was like, she's like, I am not letting this company go down, not because of him. So now Anna got to get the text messages from Marco and stuff about his mother's little ramblings and whatnot. Sonny need to just call Diane and get this squared away. But I'm pretty sure the autopsy should clear him, though. Like, the autopsy definitely should show that there was no struggle, there was no violence. Because the autopsies usually could tell you it was an accidental overdose. So he should be cleared. Probably by the next day, he should definitely be cleared of all this nonsense. But I had a feeling they was going to try to blame Sonny for this. I had a feeling. Now half the town, back on that I Hate Sonny campaign. I'm like, please, y'all be back kissing his ass by next week. And most of them will be. But anyway, hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Peace.